Ever wondered how to transform small spaces into blooming paradises? Welcome to the world of container flower gardening, a versatile and impactful way to bring life to even the tiniest of corners. Whether it's a balcony, patio, or a humble windowsill, this method of gardening proves that size doesn't matter when it comes to creating your own botanical masterpiece. Container flower gardening allows you to maximize small spaces and create your own green haven. Choosing the right container is the first step to a successful container garden. Now let's dive into the world of containers. They come in all shapes and sizes, from petite pots for your windowsill to large barrels for your patio. Materials matter too. Terracotta, known for its classic appeal, is porous and allows roots to breathe. However, it can dry out quickly. Plastic, on the other hand, retains moisture well but may not provide the same aesthetic charm. Metal containers add a rustic touch, but they can heat up in the sun, potentially damaging your plant's roots. Design also plays a role. A tall, slender container might be perfect for trailing flowers, while a wide, shallow one could accommodate a mini flower meadow. Remember to consider drainage. Without proper holes, your flowers could drown. Lastly, think about the weight. If you plan to move your containers around, lighter materials like fiberglass might be a good choice. By selecting the right container, you set the foundation for a thriving flower garden. Not all flowers are created equal when it comes to container gardening. Indeed, certain varieties are better suited to life in a container than others. Let's talk about some of the best flowers for container gardening, starting with sun-loving varieties. Geraniums, for instance, are a classic choice, offering a pop of vibrant color and requiring plenty of sunlight. Petunias too love the sun and come in a myriad of colors, perfect for creating a lively display. For those areas that don't get as much sunlight, fear not, there are plenty of shade-tolerant flowers that will happily thrive in containers. Consider impatiens, which bloom profusely in the shade with minimal care. Begonias, with their beautiful foliage and flowers, also do well in shady spots. From sun to shade, there's a perfect flower for every container garden. Remember, the key is to choose plants that suit your light conditions and the size of your container. Choosing the right flowers ensures a vibrant and healthy container garden. The secret to blooming flowers lies in the soil and fertilizer. The right soil mix can make a world of difference in container flower gardening. It's not just about dirt, but a blend that provides the right balance of drainage, aeration, and nutrition. Opt for a high-quality potting mix, ideally one that's peat-free and enriched with organic matter. This will keep your flowers nourished and well-drained. Now let's talk fertilizer. It's the food for your flowers, supplying essential nutrients that might not be present in your soil. A slow-release granular fertilizer is a great choice for container gardening. It gradually releases nutrients over time, promoting sustained growth and blooming. Remember, too much fertilizer can be just as harmful as too little, so follow the instructions on the package. With the right soil and fertilization, your flowers will bloom beautifully. So, nurture them with the best, and they'll reward you with vibrant colors and captivating scents. Planting techniques can make or break your container garden. Let's get into it. Start by filling your chosen container with a quality potting mix, leaving enough room at the top for your plants. Remember, it's not just about cramming as many flowers as possible. You need to consider each plant's space needs for optimal growth. Next, gently remove your flower from its nursery pot. You'll want to tease apart any spiraled roots, encouraging them to spread out. Place the plant in the center of your container, adjusting the soil level until the top of the root ball is level with or slightly below the rim of the container. Now comes the fun part. Fill in the gaps around your plant with more potting mix, pressing gently to remove air pockets. Finally, water well and place your container in an area that matches the light requirements of your flowers. With these planting techniques, your container garden will flourish. Scene script. Proper watering and maintenance keep your container garden vibrant. Let's delve into how to ensure your blossoms stay healthy and radiant. Watering is an art. Overwatering can lead to root rot, while underwatering leaves your plants parched. The key is consistency. Typically, watering in the early morning or late evening when the sun's heat is less intense helps prevent water loss through evaporation. Don't forget, your container flower's thirst can vary depending on the type of plant, the size of the container, and the weather. Always check the soil's moisture level before watering. If the top inch of soil feels dry, it's time to hydrate your plants. Maintenance is just as crucial. Regular pruning encourages new growth and keeps your flowers looking tidy. Removing spent blooms or deadheading encourages more flowers to grow. Remember to feed your plants regularly with a balanced fertilizer to replace nutrients lost through watering. With proper care, your container flowers will continue to bloom and bring joy. Small spaces can host big dreams with creative arrangements. Think of your space as a blank canvas, waiting to be painted with the vibrant colors of your container garden. Whether it's a balcony, a patio, or a windowsill, every nook and cranny can become a blooming oasis with the right approach. Let's start by going vertical. Stackable planters or hanging baskets can transform a bare wall into a lush, green facade. Consider using a ladder or tiered shelves to layer your containers, creating a dynamic display of blossoming flowers. Think outside the box with unexpected placements. How about a cluster of pots around the base of a tree or a trailing vine in a window box? Don't forget about utilizing furniture. A pot of geraniums on a small table or a row of succulents on a windowsill can add charm and character to any space. Remember, it's not just about filling space but creating a harmonious flow of color, texture, and form. Maximize your small spaces with these creative container arrangements. Every season brings new opportunities for your container garden. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your plants. Winter can be a challenging time, but it's also a chance to get creative. Consider using frost-resistant varieties and protect your containers with bubble wrap or burlap. When spring arrives, it's time to refresh your soil and introduce new plants. Opt for early bloomers that will add a pop of color after the long winter. Summer calls for diligent watering and the addition of heat-loving flowers. Remember to move shade-loving plants out of the direct sunlight to avoid wilting. As autumn sets in, start preparing your garden for the colder months. Consider adding fall-blooming flowers for a final burst of color. Remember, the key to a successful container garden is adaptation. Stay in tune with the rhythms of nature, and your garden will reward you with year-round beauty. With these seasonal care tips, your container garden will thrive all year round. Container flower gardening is more than just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. It's about maximizing your small spaces, letting your creativity bloom, and infusing your surroundings with beauty and life. It's about transforming balconies, patios, and windowsills into vibrant garden displays that not only captivate the eyes, but also soothe the soul. Throughout this informative journey, we've discussed the fundamentals of container flower gardening. We've explored how to select the right containers, the best flowers for container gardening, and the importance of soil and fertilization. We've delved into planting techniques, watering and maintenance, and we've shared creative ideas for maximizing small spaces. We've also provided seasonal care tips and solutions for common pests and diseases. And to top it all off, we've shown you how you can add a personal touch to your garden through DIY container ideas. The beauty of container flower gardening is that it's accessible to everyone, regardless of the size of their outdoor space. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or just a tiny windowsill, you can create your own garden oasis. It's not just about the end result, it's about the journey. It's about the satisfaction of seeing your plants grow and bloom, the tranquility it brings, and the sense of accomplishment you feel. So, what are you waiting for? Start your container flower gardening today and experience the joy it brings.